Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Catherine O'Shea. I'm an animal communication specialist and a Dow Hands practitioner. And today I come to you with beloved Dakota. Hi, Dakota.
Hello, hello, Catherine. Hello, everyone.
We're going to get to hear about Dakota's story and how we can help him today and support him and send him lots of love and receive a message also from his beloved dog who recently passed only 6 days ago. His dog Maggie. So he reached out to me and I just thought it was a perfect time to share this experience, and he was so open and loving. His heart, he has such a huge heart, and he wanted to share this with everybody as well. So we all know that when we lose a companion, when they leave this earth, there really is nothing like that, and it can be all things. It can be painful, it can be powerful, it can be sacred, it can be really, really hard, and it can bring up a lot of stuff in terms of grief and loss that we've experienced in our life, and also deep amounts of gratitude for the time we get to spend with our animal companions. Always feels brief, no matter how long it actually is. So, welcome, Dakota, and thank you so much for giving us the chance to connect with you today, to talk, to receive Maggie's message, and the wisdom and to celebrate her life and in all the ways.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the warm, warm welcome.
So first I just want you to share with everybody who's listening and watching kind of um, a little bit about Meg, a little bit about your life together, what you've been experiencing
Hmm.
even in the past few days, and anything you would like to share. And
Okay.
then we're going to connect to her. We're going to receive her message, her wisdom, her guidance, and I'm going to offer Dakota a blessing. He's going to share a little bit with you, like what's going on for him, what challenges he's having that feel big in this grieving process, and we're going to give him a Dow hands blessing to help him with that as well.
Wonderful. All sounds great. Thank you again, Catherine, for hosting and
My
offering
pleasure.
this space to us to share, connect, and receive together with each other and all of our listeners. Yeah, so Miss Maggie, the sweetest pea, she was a sweet chocolate lab that we inherited from an 86-year-old man who passed away, a family friend. Um, and he passed away just 5 years after his wife passed away. And when he passed away, I think Maggie was, let me do the math, um, 12 or 11. So she had lived most of her life with this older couple. Um, and when, both had passed away, we inherited Maggie. And when we went to go pick Maggie up, um, it was unfortunate, the old man that had been taking care of her for her last few years, had cancer for uh, many years, 3, 4 years, and he was unable to really take care of her in the best way possible. So she hadn't had a bath in probably a couple years. Her collar hadn't been off. There was a big bald spot around her neck, and her nails were really long. And um, yeah, you could tell she just really needed some love. And so we took her in, and um, it was not long that she stole our hearts and really made herself comfortable and made herself part of the family. I remember after her first bath we gave her, you could just tell she felt like a new girl, and all her energy started to come out. And yeah, it was just so so cute to bring her into the family. You could tell she really appreciated it. Um, so yeah, we had two other dogs at the time. Sheena, who I have next to me, she's in her cage, and we had Bruce also, and she just became such a good pal to our oldest other old dog, Bruce. Maggie would have been the oldest, but Bruce passed away before Maggie. But she was such a good friend to him in his last years. It almost was like she came into our lives to be that old pal for Bruce and just to give him that sweet energy and all the energy he offered her as well. It was just such a beautiful union they had together. Um, so Maggie just served such a beautiful purpose in our family in just the 3 years that we had her. Um, it was just really such a blessing to know her and have her in our family. And so, yeah, just 6 months ago, Bruce passed away, and Maggie was still kicking, and she was doing fantastic. We thought, this dog's got another few years. She took the forever pill, the whole thing, and just suddenly, just after galloping next to me on my way into the house the day before, I came home from work and she had passed away, and um, it was just so sudden, and we just did not expect it. Like we knew in the back of our minds, because we were both Courtney, my missus, and I were giving her extra love, and holding her extra tight, just because, maybe just because she was just the new big dog in the house and she was really filling in that role. Um, but yeah, she passed away suddenly, and um, it was a big change, and yeah, we
And so
are just
what
go ahead.
no, sorry, go ahead. I
No,
was just going to ask you what's been coming up for you around that because I know when you reached out to me there was some
mm,
feelings you were
yeah,
kind of working
thank you.
through. Mhm.
Um, so yeah, the first thing I thought was like, man, I really wish I could have been here for this dog because, her body was still warm when I got home, and I knew it had been maybe 15 minutes ago at most. It could have been when I pulled into the driveway. Um, and either way is perfect, right? But yeah, I was just really bummed that I hadn't been there to just hold her and let her know, hey, everything's gonna be okay, and uh to think about heaven and channel heaven for her. Um, I just really was bummed that I wasn't able to do that. And um yeah, I was also worried about, what she experienced in those last moments. Was it painful? Was it scary? Did she, feel like she needed someone? Was she looking for me, Was she because I was kind of like, she was a man's dog before she passed, and she became, after Bruce passed away, she was like my right hand little sidekick. She always sat next to me and whatnot, which she never did before Bruce passed. But she really filled that role in, and yeah, I just thought maybe she was looking for me, and all these feelings of attachment and stuff, and maybe a little shame and guilt for not being here um, were coming up. And I've been receiving the last few days, and I know now um, that something much more beautiful was happening for her than
Mm.
what I am perceiving and projecting onto her experience, and that it can be totally different than what we're seeing on the outside, what they're experiencing on the inside during that time. It can be night and day difference. Um, so I have that new understanding, but I do have that inkling of doubt. Like, man, I maybe I should have been there. Maybe it was painful for
Yeah.
her, and maybe she
Well,
was
you love
scared.
her.
Right.
Yeah, you love her. And we also have this feeling, and I don't think it's wrong, but it's like, who wants to die alone, kind of feeling that we have. And I think each of us can probably feel like we don't want to have that experience. And animals can be different, and everybody's journey is different. And eh, the most important thing, what I've learned and what I'm receiving right now, is that they're surrounded by the love. It doesn't have to be um, the physical being, although, we want to show up for our animals in that way, but she was surrounded by your love and by your light and by your presence. And I know I did a brief connection for you when you initially reached out to me, and then I got the very strong message, we need to do this together. We need to share this. And thank you for agreeing to. I think you got the same message actually, which was beautiful.
Mm.
um, and so I'd love to connect to her and to receive this message, and also just connect to everybody who's listening. Like, it's so natural to go, "Oh, we're not saying it's wrong to have any of these feelings. Um, but And returning to the soul world, leaving the physical world, it's also a huge celebration for animals and maybe all of us, but I definitely noticed through connecting to them, like it is a sacred moment for them to have that return to home. And she was deeply loved, and you really gave her a whole nother life, you know, and rejuvenated her physical body and her spirit, and also allowed her to serve beloved Bruce, who we could do a whole nother episode on, your soul dog.
Yeah.
Dakota and I have had the opportunity to connect over the years around Bruce. Had some illnesses that healed, had all this amazing experience through Bruce and his beloved unconditional love and service. And it really, I really feel, I want to confirm that like they were a gift to each other. And it helped Bruce to know that it's okay to leave you because Maggie was going to be there. And that's a very clear message that I have been getting. So I wanted to share that with you. So everybody, I'm going to connect to the soul of Maggie. We're all gonna give her lots of love, and she's going to offer her message. So the way that I do animal communication is kind of like mediumship channeling. You could call it psychic. I'm like born in the 70s, so I feel like psychic refers to like reading the future, predicting the future. I know it has a different connotation now. um, but connecting to her on that soul level and receiving the messages, the wisdom, the guidance, anything that she wants to share with Dakota. And we want to share with you and have you all experience this as well. So her love will come through for all of us. And it's just really an amazing way that she wants to connect and share her love with each of you, including Dakota. So I'm going to connect. I receive images, I receive a knowing of things, I'll hear things, and also she will probably want to borrow my voice, which it just sounds like me a little bit, but it's her message that's coming through. And so I do my very best to just get my mind completely out of the way and allow the wisdom and the guidance to come through. I've been doing this professionally for over, I want to say, a decade or close to that at least. But we all have these abilities to connect, and the more that we heal ourselves, the more they're able to come forward. And that's really kind of my story. As a kid, I always had this connection. I had a very strong knowing about what animals were saying and communicating, and even seeing them in spirit. And as I got older and went through my own health challenges, I really, really, really was called to a much deeper level of healing of my spirit, of my soul, of my physical body, my emotional body, and much more. And as I continued to go deeper in this healing, stability came through in a much more powerful way than I could have ever dreamed or hoped or known. And so this is sort of what called me, definitely what called me towards showing up and being of service in this way, in the best way that I can. And I'm so honored and feel very, very, very deeply blessed that I've been able to connect with people and their animals all over the world. Uh, Dakota and I are not in the same house, the same city, or even the same state right now. We're far away from each other, and we can still do this work together. And that is just part of the most marvelous thing about it. So I'm going to go ahead and connect. And if everyone else wants to close their eyes or just be very present, whatever you're doing, of course, stay safe. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. And I'm going to have Dakota close his eyes. And we're going to connect to all the beautiful source love and light of the angels, guides, protectors, all the beings of love, highest beings of love and light that wish to come to join us, to help us to open our hearts to receive this message, to receive this animal communication, this soul communication. And dear the soul, heart, mind, and body of Maggie, We love you so much. Everybody give Maggie so much love. She did such a good job. We love you. We honor you. We appreciate you. We humbly ask for you to please connect heart to heart, soul to soul. Please share your wisdom, your guidance, and your messages for beloved Dakota and everyone who's listening at this time. Thank you. Okay. Oh, dearest beloved Dakota, my second father, my brother, and caretaker, thank you for the second lease on life that you provided for me in more ways than you know. I was deep in my grief when you found me, when you took me in and gave me more love than I knew was possible in that moment. Beloved Bruce saved my heart. He poured into me and gave me a companion to pour into. We helped each other. We found parts of ourselves through one another's love. This was a soul contract that we had made with one another in a previous lifetime. And because of your open heart, we were able to fulfill our promise to one another. I did not die lonely. My heart was filled with love. I was called back to the soul world with deep honor and love. You saved my life and Bruce's many times. We are one family eternally. There was much love, light, and happiness in my passing. Your soul was with me. This is the knowing you had without knowing it. It would have been different if you were physically there. I needed it to be as it was. Tell Courtney I love her and Sheena too. And the new dog that will be on its way when you are ready. I'm hearing her say, Bruce and I have planned something for you. So you don't have to respond to
Uh,
that emotionally right now. Just
of course they do.
yeah. And I see them, their souls playing with one another and just celebrating like we did it. We did it. We did it. We came together. We mended what we needed to mend. And there was a lot of healing happening also between you and Courtney. Courtney's his Dakota's partner. And in a really beautiful like a very refined, subtle way that you may not have even noticed. There was a softness, a deep kind of like mending that was happening on the soul level, and maybe not even from this lifetime, but on the soul level from before. It was something that was just deeply healing through this whole experience, and I see it really is. There's a layer of that that came to completion during Maggie after Maggie's passing. Did Courtney get home like 10 or 20 minutes after you or something like that?
Basically, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I heard. So there's something in that moment that came together, um, to see so much light, so much diamond light, just lots of healing happening for the two of you, sort of a oneness, a coming together, a being one in that grief in a very special way.
Mhm. Yeah, I can
And
definitely
she
affirm that. Yeah. 100%.
and she thanks you. Maggie's thanking you for allowing her to be there for Bruce. That was it was key. Um, and there's nothing that you would have known. Yeah. How you can help her still is, connect to her, give her love, and also you and her, she still has some grieving to do on the soul level, right? I just keep hearing she didn't want to close her eyes to you and not be able to, like, she just didn't want, she, she wanted that moment to be more quiet than that.
Mm,
Like, I don't know how to articulate that, but it was like saying goodbye to one more, you know, it was just peaceful. I'm hearing it was very peaceful, and I don't know if you have an idea what it was related to, um, but it really was her heart, is what.
mhm, mhm,
That's why you didn't notice like she got real sick or she got, sometimes when they go through the natural dying process, in some ways it can be really, really brutal, right? And so, she was kind of awarded this like very peaceful passing in her sleep kind of thing, or in her rest. She might not have been
mhm.
asleep, but
Wow.
um, and she's just showing me rainbow light. So what I was starting to say is call her soul and invite her to be with you and also Bruce, but to do some of that work around the grieving, to do the forgiveness practice for any time, you've left someone or your grief have caused harm for somebody, you didn't allow yourself to grieve, or all those things that kind of crack open this opportunity for you and her to go deeper in that grieving, because I'm hearing that she could use your help with some of that. Just with her last person that she was with before you, and we don't speak ill of him at all, but there was a lot of grief that she was walking through for a big portion of. So anything you can do to help her with that would be great.
Absolutely. I love that. Yeah. And I think she'll help me with a lot of grief also, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. We'll be helping each
Let's do a
other.
little, yeah, let's do a little forgiveness practice. For those of you at home are like, how is that going to help me with grief? Maybe you're grieving something. Most of us are. So let's just go through a really quick practice and we'll invite Maggie and Bruce and everyone you can connect to. This is kind of how you invite them on the soul level to follow along. So we'll just close our eyes and say, Dear the soul, heart, mind, and body of, and you can name your animal companions. So, beloved Maggie, Bruce, and all of you can call your animal companions, or if you've lost a father or a mother or anything. We love you, honor you, and appreciate you. If you have someone in your life who's going through deep grieving, you can connect to them. Say, Invite them, say their name. We invite you to follow along for this practice on your own free will so that you can receive the benefits. Thank you. So, dear all souls whom my ancestors and I have created any negativity for in any way in any lifetime, including in any way related to loss, grief, sadness, for anyone who has been harmed by my grief, by my sadness, for anyone who I could not offer enough love or did not allow you, for anyone I did not allow to go through the grieving process or did not accept their grief or accept them in their grief. I deeply and sincerely apologize and I humbly ask for forgiveness. I'm hearing a lot of us haven't grieved, so we apologize for not grieving as well. Grieving is that healing for everyone. It's an important process to go through. So we humbly ask for forgiveness. We open our hearts to continue to be of service, which means just to be loving, to be kind, to be compassionate, to be in our prayer, in our meditation, whatever that looks like, whatever your church is, your service. And we offer our unconditional forgiveness to those who have hurt or harmed our ancestors or us in any lifetime, for those who have left us, who have uh, created any grief, who have hurt us with their grief, who have not allowed us to grieve, who have not loved us in grief. We offer our unconditional forgiveness. And we extend this unconditional forgiveness to ourselves for any mistake that we made in any way, in any lifetime, including any way related to grief. Love myself, say that to yourself, forgive myself unconditionally. I forgive you, you forgive me. Bring love, peace. I forgive you, you forgive me. Bring love, peace, and I forgive you, you forgive me. Bring love, peace. I forgive you, you forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. One more time. I forgive you. Beautiful light radiates this forgiveness that we're made from and of this unconditional love and forgiveness we have in our hearts, in the fabric of ourselves. You forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. Receive that love, receive that forgiveness into your heart. Let's take a moment to offer Maggie some more love and light, and getting it would be helpful for her. So we'll just say, we love you. 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 We love We love you. Thank you. Thank you. How means perfect. Get well. Thank you to all the souls who offered and received forgiveness. We're so grateful. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So to close, how do you feel?
Ooh, thank you so much. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Heaven.
Let me
Wow.
offer. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I feel great. As soon as you started connecting with Maggie, I could see her barking at me, like right in my face, like, "Hey, I'm right here, I'm all right, I'm doing good." She always used to bark loudly from her bed when she was hungry, when it was like, because she knew her routine, if breakfast or dinner was late, she would begin barking, and if Courtney or I was going to bed a little too late, she would bark at whoever was in the living room and not in the bedroom. So
Right.
she was doing that bark right in my face, like the classic Maggie bark, which was great. And she's running around me in my mind's eye, like almost like when I first got home, like the kind of excitement and like body language um, of being excited when I would get home. And yeah, she used to do this thing we call charging up, where she'd like just stick her head in between one of our legs for some reason. Like when she got really excited, she would just like stop for a moment and stick her head in between
I
our
feel like
legs.
that's such a lab thing to do.
Yeah, it really is. But that was Maggie charging up, so I could feel her
Oh,
charging up, and yeah, it all was just coming through really, really so clear.
and how does your heart feel?
It feels so full, so
Oh,
full. Yeah.
mine feels more peaceful.
Yes. Yes, and
Yeah,
peaceful. Yes, and peaceful.
yeah,
Um,
that's
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, a lot of all that doubt and the grief, a lot of that has passed and been replaced with that love. We've released that and replaced it with that beautiful, beautiful love, that rainbow light I think Maggie was showing us. Um,
Yeah, that's beautiful. I
amazing.
love that. Yeah, I feel a lightness. You know what I'm wondering? Maybe we can connect in like a little bit and do a number two, a follow up of this, and just
Mm-hmm.
see how you're feeling, how the process is going for you, and maybe dive a little bit deeper. I think all of us can do this healing of this grieving process. I could feel even like I've said goodbye to a lot of animals in my lifetime as well, and I could also feel this lifting for all the animals in
Mm-hmm.
spirit even. It's like it's just about cleaning up that connection too, because they're connected to our grieving process as well. And so really when that can release, it's such a gift for everybody. Um, so I'm wondering if you would be, you don't have to say right now, but maybe we can do a number two, a second uh, connection and share with everybody a second show, a second episode.
It
So we
sounds
can check in to
fantastic.
see how you're doing, so how you're feeling, and also then offer even another blessing. I'm hearing actually, I was all prepared to offer you a blessing, and I'm hearing actually like this was the blessing that you needed. So I'm going to trust that guidance, and not think that I know better. And then are any last words or anything you want to share with everybody
Mm.
before we say goodbye?
Um, I also would love to share how when you said, I feel like a lot of us haven't grieved. That message came through for you, and that's just so true, especially for me in this process. I went to work right away the next day. We found Maggie, buried her, and then just kept on going with life. And even 6 months ago when Bruce passed, there may even be some grief left there. At least I know there is or was. And so yeah, it's this blessing really has surrounded all that grief with just all that love, and it's just really radiating in that love and stewing together, and yeah, it's doing exactly what it should be doing is what it feels like, and um, yeah, thank you for that, and thank you for everyone who happened to listen to this and see this. This is uh,
Yeah.
quite beautiful. Thank you guys all for joining and listening. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you. I'm just hearing we're not done work doing this work together, and that like whoever ends up watching this and even whatever else we do, the more episodes we do, like really
Mhm.
this is really important actually.
Yes.
Yeah, I can feel
Yes.
that deeply.
And I would also love to
Well,
reaffirm all the work that we have done with Bruce and everything in the past, and how much you have deepened that connection to, my animal companion's soul on the soul level, while they were alive or whether they had passed. I'm just eternally grateful for you and the connection you've given me to heaven and reminded me of, maybe I should say. So thank you, Catherine, and thank you, Heaven,
beautiful.
and thank you again to our listeners.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you to the source. It's really my honor and my pleasure. If you want more support, if you want to receive a message from your companion, you can connect with me anytime. I did just open up my calendar for this month, and the next month. So you can go to soullightpetservices.org and go to the services page and get your session. Also, leave a comment um, and subscribe to my YouTube, like it. We are going to do so many more things, so many more sessions. There's lots of healing, lots of beautiful connection here with our animal companions to explore together. So thank you, Dakota, and thank you, Maggie. You did an amazing job. We'll continue to send you love and light as you go on your next journey, potentially of embodiment, or we'll see what's in store for her in that way. And we'll catch up with you again soon. All right. Thank you so much, Dakota. Oops, sorry. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Catherine.
everybody, for watching. We'll see you later.